This Texas Winds performance has been generously sponsored by the Reserve at North Dallas, a senior lifestyle community, and by Belmont Village, Senior Living, Turtle Creek.
Hi, I'm Maria Schleuning, violinist with the Dallas Symphony, and I'm here to perform for you today on behalf of Texas Winds with my very good friend,
Desiree Elsevier. I play in the Metropolitan Opera in New York, and we're coming to you today from the Kawai Shiguro Recital Hall in Plano, Texas.
The first piece that we've prepared for you today is a duo by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart in G major, and it has a very interesting story behind it. At one point in Mozart's life, he was working as a court musician for the Archbishop of Salzburg, and apparently he didn't get along too well with him. They had their difficult times. So in 1791, he finally just resigned from his post. He'd had enough, and they did not part very amicably. 2 years later, Mozart returned to Salzburg with his new fiancée, Constanze, and he was very nervous because he said to a friend, I hope I don't get arrested when I walk into Salzburg, because it had been such a bad scene when he had left. Anyway, at that point, the younger brother of Franz Joseph Haydn, whose name was Michael, was working as a court musician for the Archbishop. And he had been commissioned to write 6 duos for violin and viola. And he'd finished 4 of them, but he'd gotten very, very ill. And so his good friend Mozart volunteered to step in and finish the last 2 for him so that he could submit all 6 of them and be paid his salary, which he had been threatened he would not get if all 6 were not completed. So these were originally produced under Michael Haydn's name, but later it was found out that Mozart had written these duos. We're very lucky to have them today. And he must have gotten a kick out of the fact that the Archbishop liked the last 2 duos the best.
piece we'll play is the first movement of Martinu's madrigals. I can't say his first name. Bohuslav Martinu was Czech. He was born in 1890 and he died in 1959. He was a violinist, but early on it was clear that he wanted to compose. When he was 30-something, he moved to Paris, and there he studied with all the great composers, and there was an incredible cultural scene in Paris in the 20s. In the early 40s, he escapes Europe and comes to the United States, where he spends most of the rest of his life. In 1946, in Tanglewood, he had a terrible fall, and he had a skull fracture, which took him 2 years to recover from. He had terrible headaches, he had tinnitus, he was terribly depressed. And in those 2 years, he found himself only able to work on small pieces of chamber music. During that time, he went to go hear a concert of Lillian and Joseph Fuchs, who played the Mozart duet that you just heard. And Martinu was so impressed and moved by the duo between viola and viola that he wrote them 3 sets of duos, which we are playing. And as an incidental, Lillian Fuchs was my teacher many years ago, so this piece has special meaning for me.
We so enjoyed this opportunity to play for you today, and thank you for listening.
And thank you to Texas Winds for having us.
Stay safe.
And we look forward to playing for you in person sometime very soon.